Well, it's one of the most popular gaming platforms in the world, with 151 million people using Roblox every single day.
And this morning, Roblox is announcing major changes to try and keep kids safe. It's rolling out age verification checks here in Australia, despite the platform not being included in our landmark social media ban.
So to discuss, we're joined by Roblox's Chief Safety Officer, Matt Kaufman, live from California in a Today Show exclusive. Matty, good morning to you. Nice to see you this morning. Look, there's absolutely no doubting your popularity, right? But you have had a serious problem with grooming and pedophiles using the platform. Dozens have been arrested in the past. How are you going to fix it?
Well, every day on Roblox, nearly 150 million people come and enjoy spending time with their friends and their family and playing games. It's like coming together to play a board game on your kitchen table, and they're having an incredibly good time. Now, our goal is to make our entire platform as safe and civil as possible for all of our users, in particular kids and teens who are on the platform.
It's also proved fertile ground for pedophiles, though.
I think we take safety incredibly serious on Roblox. Anytime something bad happens, we have teams that are dedicated to investigating what happened and going into the detail and seeing what we can learn. And those learnings are allowing us to constantly make the platform more safe and secure for all of our users. This year alone, we've launched maybe about 140 new features in our safety system. And today, what we're launching is a requirement to have every user who has access to chat to go through an age estimation process. We're the first large platform to do anything like this, and we're very excited about it.
So just on that, let's talk through the mechanics of that, because part of the issue is that you can't, I think, use real names, email addresses and phone numbers, right? And that's to protect children. But doesn't that also protect people who aren't there for those reasons, pedophiles?
We know Roblox from the very beginning, nearly 20 years ago, we've known that there are kids and teens on the platform, and we've built the platform from the ground up knowing that. And that's why privacy is so important. And that's why you're right, we don't collect, email addresses and phone numbers and, physical addresses. We don't want to collect that information because we respect the privacy of our users. For these age checks, what we're doing is we're taking a quick image of the person's face, and from that, we can determine with a good degree of accuracy how old they are. And what that allows us to do is make sure that when you're chatting with other people on the platform, you're really chatting with people who are about the same age as you. So that way, you're not a kid talking to an adult. And we think that that is really going to improve safety and civility on the platform.
Do you concede, I guess, Matt, though, that in its initial rollout, Roblox did make errors along the way that did allow for pedophiles to enter that platform and to groom and prey on younger generations, and that they might still find a way around these new blocks you're introducing?
Roblox is really focused on our policies and our platform and all of the safety measures that we have in place to keep kids and teens safe. So things that really set us apart. When you're chatting with somebody on Roblox, we don't let you share images or video. We also don't encrypt that communication. Instead, we monitor it for critical harms, and we report issues to law enforcement. We think measures like this have set us apart from the rest of the online industry for many years.
Yeah, I mean, you've got 150 million users. That's an awful lot of data to be across. This rollout will begin here in Australia in December before most of the world. How much of this is to do with the government here's social media ban?
We've been working on, age verification and estimation for quite some time. Actually, we launched our first version of it over the summer for people who had unfiltered ways of chatting with each other. And now we feel that that technology is ready to deploy to everybody on Roblox who has chat.
Is this a prevention mechanism, though, so that you're not added to the ban here in Australia, at least?
I think when you talk about social media, the real thing to focus on is the media part of that. Social media is really, it's about, posting pictures or videos and then commenting on them and voting them up and down and hearting them and then coming back and constantly checking, who said what about what you just posted. Roblox is about hanging out with your friends and family. Like I said, it's like another version of playing a board game around your kitchen table. And we think that is really different than social media.
Yeah, but it's still, I mean, at the end of the day, you want your kids to be safe. And you don't want them talking to someone who might be older, who might be grooming them, right? I did hear along the way, too, that Roblox is considering launching a virtual dating service within the platform. Now, I mean, how appropriate is that, if that's true, on a kids' gaming platform?
Our focus is keeping our platform safe and civil for everyone. I know it's been talked about in the past, things about dating and other types of applications. And I think that those were just examples of what our technology could do one day. But right now, what we're really focused on is gaming. It's about people coming together, spending their time with their friends. When I was a kid, we went to the park or we went to the beach. And I think nowadays, more kids and teens spend time online. They're not always with their friends. And Roblox provides like a really important place for them to come together and spend a meaningful time with each other.
Let's give this context. I mean, how many people has Roblox reported to, say, for example, police in Australia?
I can't give that exact number, but what I can say is we have automated algorithms that are constantly looking for issues on the platform where somebody is at risk. And one thing about those algorithms, which is interesting, is that most of the time, those algorithms are finding things where no user ever raised their hand and said, hey, I'm concerned about what's happening, or I think something is wrong here. What we're doing is we're finding situations where people are talking in different ways that we're like, you know what, that's not appropriate. And that's what we send to law enforcement. And with these new systems that have a much better idea of how old the users are, we're going to really be able to improve those systems and make the platform more safe and civil for everybody.
If you get banned here, will you fight it?
If we get banned in Australia, will we fight it? Is that the question?
Yeah.
Our job at Roblox is to make Roblox available to everybody and to work everywhere, no matter what country it is or what jurisdiction it is. And that's why we work very closely with policymakers. And we want to make sure that Roblox works in local places like Australia. We want Roblox to be available to everybody there. And we work hard with the policymakers there to make sure that that's the case.
Well, if you do make it safer, that would be absolutely welcome from parents, not just here in Australia, but right around the world. Nobody wants to see that.
So popular.
Thank you so much, Matt. Appreciate your time.
Thank you, Maddie.